NIMET's prediction: Bauchi State government takes steps to mitigate impact of flooding. Federal government to explore dams and irrigation projects to boost food production. And Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission approves 21 billion naira for discos for meter provision. And welcome to the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. We'll begin with environmental matters. 10 out of the 20 local government areas of Bauchi State are predicted to experience flooding this year. Consequently, the Bauchi State government has taken concrete measures towards mitigating the negative impact of the potential floods. Awal Abdullahi reports.
According to the 2024 flood prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, Toro and Itas-Gadao local governments are on the high risk, while the other 8 local governments, including Bauchi, the state capital, are on the moderate risk of floods. However, some communities in the state have already started experiencing the flood disaster.
Once there is a rainfall, we cannot sleep. Even the church will be flooded. So these are the experiences we've been having for more than 12 to 15 years.
The water comes inside the house, even up to our parlor extent. So we have to raise up some things like my chairs and then the rest of my clothes.
As part of efforts toward mitigating the negative impacts of the flood, Bauchi State government has intensified efforts in sensitization and awareness campaign in the affected communities.
We come together, each and every agency that has its input, what do they do or what are they doing to abate this flood disaster for this year, since there was a report of happening of this flood disaster. Each and every MDA or stakeholder give its contribution, and we said the contribution will not stop in the discussion area. The input must reach the target places that the flood would occur.
The flood, according to the prediction, is expected to occur between June to November 2024. In Bauchi, Awal Abdullahi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Plateau State Water Services Corporation has embarked on a vulnerability assessment of water supply in 4 urban communities within the Jos metropolis. Ndanyang Andeyabagyang reports.
The vulnerability assessment of water supply in communities is in fulfillment of the state government's pledge of providing potable water to citizens. For now, the benefiting communities are Rijip, Shaka, Fadwa, and Zinaria facing water supply challenge. It is on this premise that the management of Jos Water Services Corporation is embarking on this tour within these communities.
We never had water in Shaka since inception.
When the construction of this road started, the pipes were removed to enable the construction work done. Since then, there had been no any water in our community.
Plateau State government has gone into a collaboration with not only federal government, but some international agencies, where funds are already available, to be used, in increasing water supply to the people.
The managing director also explained that the present administration is a responsive government and a team will be deployed to carry out preliminary survey. He urged the benefiting communities to own the project to avoid vandalism. The corporation is assuring that after the project, there will be adequate water supply in all urban communities within the metropolis. in Jos. Indenyan and Abagyang, NTA News.
And in Sokoto State, the Minister of State for Water Resources and Sanitation, Bello Mohamed Goronyo, has reaffirmed President Bola Tinubu's commitment to boosting food production across the country through the development of dams and irrigation projects. He stated this during a visit to the Goronyo Dam and Middle Rima Valley Irrigation Project in the state. Usman Zubiru has more.
This visit marks the fourth of its kind in recent times by the Minister of State and further emphasizes the federal government commitment in completing ongoing water projects and to assess the progress of the work at the two sites. The dam rehabilitation project is aimed at addressing several critical tasks, including gauge closure on the Rima main canal intake, provision of solar power at the dam, headwork, pumping station, as well as quarters and raising the Keita old dike. The Minister of State underscored that the functionality of the dam is of primary concern and to also ensure that contractors complete the works that they have signed, for which is reflective of government stance on accountability.
We must follow the taxpayers' money, the Nigerians' money, to ensure that the money is judiciously utilized. So that is why we are leaving our comfort zones to come here day in, day out to ensure that what is provided in the contract has been followed strictly.
He assured the contractors that more funds will be provided to ensure timely completion of the project. Senior Hydro is currently executing the dam rehabilitation, river draining, and construction of dikes for the treatment project, while Gilmore is executing second phase of the Middle Rima Valley irrigation. The federal government is concerned about the functionality of the dams, which are critical to achieving the food security and creating job opportunities in the region. Usman Zubair, NTA News.
In other news, a compressed natural gas conversion workshop with a refueling station and a training center is now fully operational in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. This follows its inauguration by the Kwara State Governor Abdulrahman Abdurazak. Aisha Abubakar Yahaya has details.
The compressed natural gas station, conversion workshop and training center, newly built in Ilorin, is in line with the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, an idea of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The initiative is geared towards reducing over-dependence on vehicles using petrol. The CNG station was inaugurated by Governor Abdulrahman Abdurazak on May 29 this year.
What we're doing here today marks a new phase in our public life. It shows how technology changes our lifestyle and how government policies can shape the socio-economic trajectory of a nation.
100 billion naira was provided to the Federal Ministry of Finance about December of last year. And today, we have seen the evidence of this expenditure. Kwara State is first to receive this site. But I am confident that in no time, every state in Nigeria Federation will have at least one PCNGI site and multiple PCNGI partner sites to the benefit of all Nigerians.
Our state-of-the-art daughter station is equipped initially with one pump, which will soon expand to 3 pumps, each with dual dispensing units. The 2 additional pumps will be operational in just a few weeks' time. Governor Abdurazak's commitment to sustainable development and economic progress has laid the foundation for this transformation project, and we are truly grateful for his partnership.
This idea is no doubt one of the numerous bold steps the federal government has taken to reduce the hardship accompanying fuel subsidy removal. The opportunity of having a workshop and at the same time a training center will definitely impact positively on residents of the state. Aisha Abubakar Yahaya, NTA News.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has approved 21 billion naira for the 11 electricity distribution companies to provide meters for customers. This is contained in an order released by NERC on the operationalization of Tranche A of the Presidential Metering Initiative under the framework of Meter Acquisition Fund. The Commission says the distribution companies are to buy and install the meters for customers under the Meter Acquisition Fund free of charge. The Commission notes that the Meter Acquisition Fund scheme was developed and approved by the Commission to address the challenge of distribution companies' credit worthiness, inhibiting the deployment of end-use meter by creating a credible revenue stream from the market funds on the back of which long-term financing will be secured by the utilities. NERC states that the deployment of funds will accelerate the deployment of meters for all customers currently classified under the tariff band A for the purpose of revenue protection and facilitation demand side management for the affected customers. The Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, Zaria, has been described as the pride of the aviation industry, not only in Africa, in Nigeria, but in African sub-region. Haruna Mohammed reports that the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, Festus Keyamo, made the remark while carrying out a facility tour at the Nigerian College of Aviation, Zaria.
It is the first official visit of the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace, Festus Keyamo, to the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, Zaria. The minister is here to have first-hand knowledge and to see for himself the state of the institution and facilities. Led by the acting rector of the college, his first point of call is the smoke and fire simulator, dispelling the earlier rumor of its relocation.
There was absolutely no plan, not even a rumor, not even any inkling, no thought about it at all. If we do it, where are we going to move it to? This is where you train.
Further conducting him round the college is a stop at the integrated flight procedure type rating device used in training pilots before flying the full Boeing 737 simulator, with the minister having a feel among the simulators on various weather conditions. The minister also visited the recently procured Zaria Hotel by the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology from African Continental, key to the expansion of the college.
Addition of the Zaria hotels, by the time we convert it to hostels and additional classrooms, we are going to also expand the potentials of this place. So overall, I am pleased. I'm very happy with what I've met on the ground. I also am happy with the industry of the management and the staff of this place.
With the slogan, Training for Excellence, the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, established in the year 1964, has since been producing professional pilots of standard comparable around the world. From the Nigerian College of Aviation Technology, Zaria, I am Haruna Mohammed, NTA News.
The 614-kilometer Ajaokuta-Kaduna-Kano gas pipeline will be completed and ready for operations in the first quarter of 2025. This is the assurance from the federal government's delegation, including the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, during a visit to the project site in Kaduna. Salihu Gwanara reports.
On the spot assessment of the ongoing AKK gas pipeline project site demonstrates the federal government's determination to ensure the completion of the multi-billion-dollar project inherited from the previous administration.
It's a gas to power project. There will be gas for power, there will be gas for industry, even gas for agriculture. This is implementation and execution of Mr. President's strategy to get the Nigerian economy growing again.
Determination of Mr. President to complete ongoing projects. We have this tradition in this country where projects are usually abandoned, especially when there's a change of baton. This is an extreme commitment by Mr. President to ensure that whatever has started that has immense benefit for our people, is completed, and not just completed, or completed on record time. And the benefit to Nigerians will of course be seen very shortly. Just recall that when you work on gas, Nigeria is actually not just a petroleum country, it is also a gas country.
We are working towards expanding this project to other parts of the country, so that at the end of this administration, we will have gas in every state of the Federation.
Custodian of the project group chief executive officer, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, says the $2.8 billion project has received 90% funding.
That there is no engagement I have with the president that he does not mention the delivery of the AKK project, and we are very, very happy that this is happening and will deliver it.
We are optimistic that by the time this is finished, with the jobs that will be created and people
having a decent standard of living, that the security challenges that we have in Kaduna will go down.
The team assured that the federal government renewed hope initiative will harness the nation's natural resources like gas to economic prosperity. In Kaduna, Saliu Gwanara, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Let's take a break. More reports when we return.
From the creeks of the Niger Delta to the breathtaking scenery of the plateau, in noonday and nighttime, we set out to bring to you captivating stories that evoke your emotions. For fascinating documentaries and reports on day-to-day issues with expert analysis, tune in to NTA News24, DSTV Channel 419, GoTV Channel 26, StarTimes Channel 101 and 433, and Free TV Channel 703.
You're welcome back. The Nigerian Bar Association Yenagoa branch has called on the government to initiate people-oriented policies that will improve the current economic situation in the country. Chairman of the branch, Sumina John Bull, made the call during a briefing ahead of 2024 Law Week in the state. Doris Akumonye has details.
Briefing journalists in Yenagoa on the state of the nation, the NBA chairman said the theme for this year's Law Week, Legal Profession in a Time of Socio-Economic Uncertainty, to be delivered by Justice Obande Festus Ogbunya, CUN, will, among other things, open a new vista of ways legal practitioners and the legal profession can weather the storm in cushioning the impact of the socio-economic issues plaguing the country at this time. Among other issues of national importance, the NBA chairman called on government to address the lingering minimum wage for Nigerian workers, improve power supply and judiciary autonomy to enable the arm of government to thrive independently without interference, among others.
Government at all levels should initiate people-oriented policies that will bring respite to the downtrodden and economic disadvantaged members of society. Truthfully, Nigerians are grappling for breath as a result of the economic reset policies of the government. We desperately need a breather, and I'm rest assured that the government will expeditiously accede to the yearnings of the people.
The chairman disclosed that the bar has recorded success and exceptional progress under his watch, calling on courts at all levels to give judgment based on sound legal reasoning, equity and good conscience, so that justice can be assessed by all irrespective of tribe, religion and political affiliation.
Members of the bar of this branch have been resolute in their support towards leadership of this bar, and they have demonstrated this in the unprecedented financial commitments which they have made towards the holding of this year's Law Week. And this they have also continued in supporting our efforts towards building an association on honesty, integrity, financial prudence, one that places premium on the welfare of our members.
The Law Week, he noted, will comprise legal learning, fun, panel discussion and dinner. In Yenagoa, Doris Akomoye, NTA News.
A bit on security now. The national coordinator of the Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons is seeking the support of the Nigeria Police Force in the area of intelligence sharing. Francis Fromm brings us details of the collaboration.
There is no doubt that violence in any society is being driven by the proliferation of small arms and light weapons, and Nigeria is not an exception. So, the need to partner with the force in the recovery of these weapons became imperative. National Coordinator of the Center, DIG Johnson Kokumo, retired, said the Center cannot do it alone, thereby necessitating their visit to the Louis Edet House.
We know too well that the Nigerian Police Force has records of recovered arms and ammunition across the Federation. Of course, there are laws that prescribe punishment for illegal possession of firearms, with the laws being enforced most appropriately we will, of course, be able to fight the proliferation of small arms and light weapons.
So your center has a big role to play, and I want to assure you that the police will continue to support you, will support you in the areas of intelligence sharing, will support you in the areas of enforcement of all operations, enforcement of all laws. We have no choice than to continue to work together.
The National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons was established on the 3rd of May 2021 to prevent and control the proliferation of small arms and light weapons towards strengthening peace and security in Nigeria. Francis from NTA News.
In the meantime, 4 persons have been arrested and an investigation launched into the abduction and murder of Magnus Okeke, a final year student of the Department of Accountancy, Alex Ekwueme Federal University in Ebonyi State. Fortunate Ozon reports on efforts being made to bring to justice the masterminds behind the student's untimely death.
Of the final year student of Alex Ekwueme Federal University in Ndufualike, Ebonyi State, Magnus Okeke, happened after he was reported missing by his classmates 2 weeks ago, after he was allegedly ordered and forced to board a waiting bike by a group of boys while returning to his private hostel where he resided at a remote Ohanko village, Ndufualike community. The public relations officer of the university, Ikechukwu Elomobochi, through a phone conversation said, after the complaint by his friends concerning his whereabouts, the school management, through the help of security personnel, discovered the decomposing body of Magnus on Monday, June 17, under the bridge of Akko Stream at Nwakpo village along Ikwo Abakaliki Road.
There was an alleged abduction of one of our extra year students by the name Magnus Okeke by the Department of Accountancy on 1st June 2024. 2 boys took him on a motorbike, took him away on a motorbike. And that was the last time the boy was seen. So the report was made and a complaint lodged with the police.
The Ebonyi State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Joshua Okando, who confirmed the incident, noted that investigation is ongoing to unravel whether his death is connected to cult activities, murder, or kidnap for ransom. He said the command has arrested 4 persons and launched investigation over the abduction and death of the students.
4 persons have been arrested in relation to that matter, and the command is currently investigating the suspects arrested, and presently they are under interrogation. If you're going out to anywhere or you have any engagement with people, make sure you tell somebody about your whereabouts.
The police spokesperson further advised the populace to be security conscious wherever they are, even in their immediate environment. In Abakaliki, Fortunate Ozo, NTA News.
You've been watching the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Here is a recap of our major stories. NIMET's prediction, Bauchi State Government takes steps to mitigate impact of flooding. Federal government to explore dams and irrigation projects to boost food production. And Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission approves 21 billion naira for discos for meter provision.
This is NTA News 24.
Well, that concludes the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Dennis Adigunloye.